It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the New York Knicks. Checking out New York. Thus far, about the same number of wins as last season. Nonetheless, every game provides a chance for them to get better. And guys, the fans always enjoy hearing stories from your playing days. Let's talk teammates. Shaq, who were your favorite guys to play with over the years?
You know, everyone loves the Shaq, and Shaq has 4 rings, but I'm saying it here.
They all love
real
the
life. Yeah, everybody loves Shaq. I'm sexy, handsome, and qualified. That's what Shaq stands
I think my question was, who were your favorite teammates?
Let me finish, Ernie. Let me finish. I'm quick to say, hey, I got 4 rings, but I could
You
not,
are quick to say that.
Could not do without Brian Shaw. Brian Shaw was a guy that always looked for me, similar with when how Kenny played with the King. He came down, made sure I got my shots off first. Derek Fisher, we all remember the .04 shot. Rick Fox was a hustler to go out and play. Big Shot Bob.
Oh, wow.
Saved
One of
me
my
so
favorites,
many
too.
times.
So he's won both of our favorites.
Big Shot Bob saved me so many times. I would probably only have one without Big Shot Bob. And Nick Van Exel, even though me and Nick didn't win together, we had a great time.
Well, obviously, he said Big Shot. Hakeem, Sam Cassell, Robert Horry, Vernon Maxwell. But one of my favorite of all time, Chucky Brown.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite teammate is Chucky Brown of all time.
You didn't say Otis Thorpe?
No, but Otis was cool.
Oh, my
but
God.
Chucky Brown was my favorite teammate of all time, man.
Guess who I would say my favorite teammates are?
Who's that? It's us? Oh, Ernie.
Really?
I thought you were going to say
Thanks,
another
Ernie.
guy who wasn't here.
I'm getting choked up a little bit.
Every dime is a flake. I'm sorry.
Freak, how you doing?
What's up, man? About to put on a show tonight.
See about that. My team's ready.
Well, you better hope so. That's the only chance you got.
I'm gonna remember that. Freak, it's on.
Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Hillel, this is Kevin Harlan. And Doris Burks on the sideline as well. We'll see the New York Knicks facing the Golden State Warriors. They continue to spread the load, trying to compensate for the injured Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, that is really tough, Kevin. never like to hear the sound of that. They're going to miss him, and by all indications, they're going to miss him for a long time. That was the exact opposite of the news they wanted to hear.
And it does, you're right, sound like a long road ahead for him to get back on the court. But listen, he's a pro. You know he'll do everything in his power to get back as quickly as possible.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Knicks, Freak, he's in at the point. Myers Leonard is out there with Porzingis. Then there's a follow, and it's Thomas in at the 3 spot. Freak with it. 35 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
Boy, was he physical. I mean, in that game, just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over.
Now, here's Bogut, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And surprisingly, a firm throwdown. And that's a little bit out of character, Kevin.
It is, Greg. You're right. He's got plenty of size to attack the basket, but Clark rarely does.
Well, he certainly attacked it that time, Kevin. I mean, that's what they want to see more from him.
Curry kicks to Barnes. The shot will not go. The Knicks go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Steve Kerr had a few moments to share with me. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup, their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Great stuff, Doris. Thanks. That's a mantra we're going to hear, I think, a lot from coaches.
It's true with this group. When they get all 5 guys keyed in at the defensive end, I think they make things very difficult for the opponent.
Yeah, and I think every single possession is going to be a battle in this one. That's what I'm expecting anyway. Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Now here's Freak. He's got 5 to the left side wing. They set the pick. Here's the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Curry, that falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Curry's got his first points in this one. The Knicks leading by 4. Porzingis passes to Freak. To the left wing. Aflalo kicks to Freak. It's stolen by Curry. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Iguodala's running. Barnes dishes to Green. And Curry has it in the corner. And there's the foul. It's on Aaron Aflalo. That's his first foul. A different look for New York. Lopez, he's checked in for Myers Leonard. Ken Bazemore comes in for Thomas. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Aflalo. It's Curry with the drive. And that one's good. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
There's Freak. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
That's a perfect up and under there. That's textbook.
Warriors trail by 4. Pass to Green from the arc. And yes, sir, that one drops. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Kerr. Calderon passes to Freak. Here's Bazemore. It's rebounded by Golden State. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify
at the end, guys. I mean, I think they were playing not to lose instead of playing to win. You got to go after wins. You can't try to hold on to them. You got to go get them.
quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek Fisher had some words for his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. On the days when he gets going, he can be a huge contributor, and Coach is obviously hoping this is going to be one of those days. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Rush. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn. 1:19 left here in the first quarter. Now here's Freak, and O'Quinn kicks to Freak. They set the pick. Bazemore dishes to Calderon. Lopez a screen. Here's Freak. Second chance shot. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Warriors making a switch here. Bogut's checked in. Here's Larkin. 11 points last game. Now Calderon. Freak passes to O'Quinn. The feed to Freak. New York moving the ball around. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
The Knicks leading by 7. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the shot is good.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
That's tipped and stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Knicks lead by 9. And the second. And we've seen some big scoring numbers of late from Freak. We heard from perimeter defensive ace Andre Iguodala about how they hope to contain him tonight.
He's going to make some shots. I was looking at his last couple games, and when guys get up those many attempts and they get to the foul line, they're going to score. So we can't let that, affect the way we play our game. And the main thing is just getting the win.
Not to disagree, but don't you have to let that affect your game a little bit, Greg? I mean, don't you have to plan for those shots and try not to let Freak get to the free throw line as often as he does, and as part of your plan?
Kevin, easier said than done. What?
Here's Freak. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Freak in at point guard. Kent Bazemore is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn, and it's Aflalo in at the 2-guard position. The pass to Porzingis, and so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last.
Knicks ball.
And let's go down to a list of players you can't leave open under any circumstances. This season's most accurate small forwards from the field. 5th on the list, Harrison Barnes.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
That's accurate, but you can't do what they've done without a superb outside shot as well. I mean, that's not a problem for this group. They certainly can drain the jump shot.
The Knicks leading by 9. To the inside. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Warriors on the break. And that one's good by Clark.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Now here's Freak. D right on him. That's to Porzingis. 1:44 left in the first half of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Freak missing. The Warriors have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Followed by a follow. Now here's Barnes. He's covered closely. The dish to Green. Pass to Barnes. Off the left rim and out. New York's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Now here's Freak, covered by Barnes. And yes, sir, that one drops. Bazemore's got 5 now.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Larkin. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
And that's just another mistake. Totally dejected.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Aaron Aflalo. Freak. It's stolen by Green.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
With a step back. Here's Lopez. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
Here's Larkin. Bank shot. No good. New York leading by 12. Shot on the wing. Draymond Green with the rebound. Larkin kicks to Clark. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Green inside the three-point line, and he hits the jumper for 2. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And so that brings the first.
Yes, Kevin, here.
The second half just about to get going here.
So far in this one for Freak, he's got 13 points and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
Here's Curry. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. One out the wings, it's Iguodala and Barnes. And it's Curry in at the point. That's the Warriors' 5. And pushing it up, here's New York. Freak with the ball. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Kings was superb. He had 35 points and was effective from long range as he got that scoring line by dropping in a good amount of threes. A performance like this was just the trick his team needed to snap their losing streak.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Right wing. Clock at 6. Porzingis passes to Thomas. Here's Freak. And the rejection by Iguodala. And they're able to recover.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Warriors girls.
Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Dirk.
And here's Freak. 15 points in the game. New York moving it around. Releases. And he hits. It's the jump shot. Freak's got 4 points now in the quarter. 1:31 left in the third quarter. Larkin kicks to Green. Sweet little floater.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
The Knicks leading by 16. Freak with it. 17 points in the game. O'Quinn dishes to Freak. And again, it's New York.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
Larkin kicks to Clark. And the shot is long.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
He kicks to Larkin. In the corner, Rush with it. Offline with his three. New York's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. That drops. Bazemore's got 7.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
That's good.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Now here's Freak. 19 points in the game. Booker in the corner. Now Freak. There's the triple. And released it.
Okay, fans, put your hands together.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The Knicks leading by 18. And New York looking at who they've got. Freak, he's in a point guard. Porzingis is out there with Myers Leonard. Then it's Thomas, and it's Calderon in at the 2 spot.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Kept alive. Curry can't get it to go. New York shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Right wing knocks it loose. It's stolen by Green.
What a tremendous game for Green. He's got 11 points and also 5 steals. He's getting it done, making plays by setting up his teammates and grabbing some nice boards, too.
And also, how about the intangibles? All the little things that he's done. That's also really important.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And they've made the long range.
The Warriors with some changes. Ezeli comes in for Green, and it's Rush in for Harrison Barnes. And a switcher also for New York. Freaks checked in for Jose Calderon. Here's Freak. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Freak's got 11 points here in just the second half. Warriors trail by 11. 1:44 left to play here in the fourth. And stolen by Freak. Pass to Porzingis. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Andrew Bogut.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
First one falls for him. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Harrison Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. He hits both from the stripe.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Snatched up. Here's Ezeli. And the rejection by Leonard.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Freak kicks to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Freak. And the foul called on Myers Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Myers Leonard.
51 seconds left in the game.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for New York.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see Jess was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Timeout for Golden State.
"16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. This one for 3. It's good. And now they trail by just 4. And so here is New York. They led the game at one point by 20. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. The Knicks making a switch here. Curry kicks to Iguodala. From outside, off the mark. Freak. And the miss. So it's New York picking up the win. A truly...
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight, you're going to put your team in position to win. He gave them points in bunches. And when they...
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille